The critical element that the judge in Dominica needs to decide on at this moment is whether Mehul Choksi will stay in Dominica for the time being. Will he be sent back to Antigua, or can he be deported to India? On balance, given what you know in the public domain, what do you think, sir, is most likely to happen?
He has entered Dominica illegally, so therefore he can be deported to the place from where he has entered Dominica. He is likely to, if he loses his case, he is going to go back to Antigua, Barbados, Barbuda. He can't be brought to India because he has not fled from India to Dominican Republic. You remember the persons who hijacked the Indian plane and were caught in Dubai long ago, and the Additional Secretary, Mr. Grover, was there. He arranged the deportation, and they were deported back to India because they had fled illegally from India. So deportation is easy and can be done, but it has to be to the country from where you have fled. If they hold that he has been brought here illegally, they will deport him to Antigua.
I want to go across to Gail Parillon. He's joining us from Dominica. He's tracking this case very, very closely. Gail, welcome, ma'am. Can you give us a sense of what's happening in the Dominican courtroom at this moment? Are you picking up anything from what's happening inside?
Okay, so absolutely. So from the updates that I have received, it appears that Attorney Lennox Lawrence made a motion to throw out this case. However, Shantonu Sen is currently opposing that.
So isn't Lennox the leader of the opposition in Dominica? Is it usual for the key leader of the opposition to come in and argue on behalf of someone that the Indian government thinks is guilty and wants him back?
So right now, Lennox Linton is the leader of the opposition. Lennox Lawrence, he is an attorney at law here in Dominica.
But is it not correct that you've got the opposition in Dominica very closely batting or aligned with the cause of Mehul Choksi? In fact, they've been supporting him publicly?
Of course, I cannot deny or confirm that. I did actually see Mr. Lennox Linton go in to the courtroom, but I can neither deny or confirm where he currently stands.
And how long typically do you think such a hearing could go on for? Do you have any idea at all?
Well, because of the gravity of the situation around this particular hearing, it may take some time, but I cannot give an estimated time of when it exactly will be done. Right now, as we speak, Shantonu Sen is giving her side as to why this case should not be thrown out.
Okay, and is this case being tracked in Dominica very closely? Is it all across the local media? Are locals following it? It doesn't bother them very much.
Absolutely. So right now, the locals seem to be very much aware of the situation that's going on. They themselves have been keeping their ears on the Indian news stations, keeping track of the entire situation, because of course, it does extend to Dominicans as much as it does extend to India. So absolutely, the local citizens seem to be very much aware of what's going on. We do have a reporter on our side just in here sitting in on the case and getting the important details so he can deliver to us as soon as the case is done.
What's the mood on the street in Dominica? If people are following this case, what are they making of the charges against this diamond merchant and India's desire to bring him back and face trial in India?
Well, of course, from my perspective, what I have seen is that many people do agree that, of course, well, there seems to be sort of a split, I would say. So some agree that, you know, he should return to Antigua. Some agree that he should be sent to India. So it's a little bit 50-50. But what I can do is that I can definitely get the input of some local citizens as they come across the courtroom, see what their perspective on this matter is.
Appreciate
to
that,
give you
Gail
guys a bit
Parillon.
more.
Thank you so much for joining.